There are some Five Nights at Freddy's fan games that have become known as the hardest to beat as of yet. But those games have already been poured over and attempted by YouTubers much more skilled than I am. So instead, I collected 3 of what many people online say are the easiest FNaF fan games, and we're going to play a few nights and discuss what makes them so easy. Yeah, that's it. Let's get started. Also, before we begin, just note that obviously there are probably 100 other games that are easier. I was just pulling from games that are well known in the FNAF community for being easy. And I did download a few other games, so there may be a part 2 to this if anyone wants to see it. I also decided to download the oldest complete version of each game if available, hoping that those versions are what people describe as being the easiest. Okay, continue. This is a weird game. Phone guy is high.
Golden Freddy's. Yeah.
Yeah, starting and ending each night looks like a PowerPoint transition. And if you click Freddy's nose in the menu twice, it'll bring you to night 0? What? On this night, Phone Guy will talk on loop until you skip him. Then if you click this button right here, you'll get this. What are you doing? Best ending, hell yeah. The mechanics are pretty straightforward, with only 2 things that you can do. Put on a mask and click on the screen. But there's a lot going on. There are 8 animatronics: Springtrap, Freddy, Balloon Boy, the Marionette, Mangle, Chica, Foxy, and Bonnie. But I never had all 8 be present on the same night. Each night just has its own collection of select animatronics. Springtrap and Freddy are pretty similar. Springtrap is the yellow dot on the map and will run a specific route until he peeks around the corner on the left, and you just have to put the mask on. Sometimes he will run past the office and stop, but it's the same thing.
But you're running
What
around
the
like crazy.
Freddy will do the same thing. Walk around until he reaches your office. Just slower. Just wear the mask until he passes. There's only one other animatronic that you need to wear the mask for, and that is Bonnie. He only shows up once in night 3 and walks across super slowly. Also, I think his jump scare is just a recolored withered Freddy with his ears removed. Every other animatronic will appear in your office, and you just have to click them multiple times to make them go away. But when I say multiple, it can be just twice to a whole lot more, depending on who it is. Balloon Boy will appear behind the desk and jump scare you after waiting too long. He will laugh when he reaches about halfway through his timer. The Marionette will appear to the right of the office and block you from putting on your mask. Luckily, she doesn't pull off your mask if it's on, and she is the only one you can click on through the mask. Mango will appear in the ceiling and disable the map. This isn't too big of an issue as long as you're paying attention to the sides of the office, but they are incredibly annoying to listen to and take the most amount of clicks out of every animatronic. Chica will appear on the monitor, but I only got her once because she only appears on night 5, and apparently when you do the night 0 Easter egg, you skip the night you're on. And finally, Foxy appears on night 6, and will make his plushie's eyes go red and will sing. Oh my gosh. Who's dum-dum-dudding? Why is your eye... He only takes 1 click, but he has the shortest attack timer. By the way, after completing each night, a plushie will appear on the desk. Also, the game's description classifies clicking on animatronics as punching them, so that's what we're going with.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
My strategy for this was more just in order of operations. Click on the puppet and Foxy first because they will kill you the fastest, especially if Springtrap or Freddy are coming. Then remove Balloon Boy, then Mangle. And obviously put the mask on immediately if needed and pray Balloon Boy and Foxy will wait for you.
Hello?
Oh my god, this is such bad timing with you. Uh-huh. Overall, the game was simple, but I would not call it easy for a few reasons. The animatronics are aggressive, all the time, sometimes showing up immediately after you remove them. Jesus. And the game only registers every few clicks that you actually do. Additionally, Springtrap and Freddy don't give you much time to leave your mask, killing you the moment you take it off sometimes. All of this mixed together can end up with you getting an impossible combination of every animatronic with no way to deal with all of them. So while it isn't hard to grasp the mechanics, it is very RNG based. But I had a fun time playing it. It's comedic and isn't trying to be a perfect game, just a good time. And that's all that matters to me. Okay, so this is the most well-known fan game for being beginner-friendly. Now, this game series has been covered a lot on YouTube in much better ways, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this game's mechanics compared to the other two. The mechanics are basically FNaF 1, just with another door and no lights. There are 7 animatronics: Candy, Cindy, Blink, Chester, the Penguin, Old Candy, and the Rat. Everyone but Blink will head to either side of your doors. Cindy and the Penguin will show up at your right door, while Old Candy and Chester will appear at your left. Candy and the Rat are able to move to either side. It's really easy to know that they're there because everyone but the Rat and Old Candy will have glowing eyes at your door, and all of them make very audible sounds when walking to and leaving your door. Footsteps for everyone but the Penguin, who makes this sound. Blink acts like Foxy, where he'll leave Cam 11 after some time and try and break into the middle window. This game was definitely easy. I only died once playing through the first 5 nights from Blank, just because I kept mix-clicking the cameras. I kept mix-clicking the thing. And all I did while playing was glance at each door and check Blink. Just as a precaution, I would occasionally check the door cams as well until Blink reaches 3rd stage. Then I'd focus on him while listening to the doors. But this version of the game is absolutely possible by just listening to the sides. You don't even need to check the door cams. And this is a good example of why I chose the oldest version of each game, because future versions would change the mechanics of the animatronics and make them more challenging to deal with. Like, I never got Blink more than twice each night, and he only ever started moving at around 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. But you know what? This game is iconic, and was still fun to play. A game being easy does not make it bad. That's kind of the point of this video. I don't have much to say about this game. It's the FNaF 1 map with the prize counter and vent from FNaF 2 added. We have Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, the Marionette, Golden Freddy, and Sugar? Yeah. So this is a recolored version of Candy from Five Nights at Candy's. Apparently the developer stole the model from FNAF before it was even released. Oh my god. So yeah, not cool. And yes, this series has a pretty controversial and really weird history surrounding both the games and the developer that I am not going to get into here. I initially had an entire section written discussing what happened, but I felt that not only does it not fit into this video, but also nearly everything happened like 10 years ago, so it's not worth bringing it all back. This is about the game and how it plays. That being said, the gameplay is incredibly simple. Every animatronic works the exact same as their FNaF 1 counterpart, other than Chica, who will enter the office through the vent rather than the office door. The Marionette will leave her box and go down the right hall, and Sugar will enter through the ceiling vent as well. Every animatronic will enter your room, and you just put on the mask to make them go away. There is literally no reason to use the cameras, lights, or doors. It's honestly discouraged just from how much power it uses up. The doors won't even stop them. I mean, look at them. They're destroyed. And the only reason to remove the mask is because it's apparently toxic and will kill you if you wear it too long. There are also hallucinations, like a withered balloon boy, which is another taken image from deviant artist Fazboggle. The pizzeria's animatronics have been fixed. Hell yeah, let's go. Not responsible for injury or dismemberment.
Probably toxic. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend wearing it.
This is toxic? Oh. This game really does not explain anything. Oh, you're on the move now. Oh, I missed the thing. Okay. Great, just sit in the office and wait. Oh, great. Take that off, it's toxic, dude. You know, they don't look very fixed to me. And I forgot how much that sound starts to annoy me after a while. Hi. I'm gonna turn over here now because I've been looking over here the entire time just because it's closer to the mask. How's this side of the wall looking? Honestly, out of all of them, Marionette's the hardest to deal with just because she doesn't make the same sound. It's harder to see her. Also because they keep zoning out, but that's a completely different thing. Hey, who's the new one? Oh, Bonnie! Man, we just need one more. Ooh, and the puppet. Whoa, the sound's gone. They're just gone. Look at that, no one's near us. Never mind. Chica! Hey. The whole gang's here. Oh, was that a top hat? Who are you? This really is just kind of a reflex text. I didn't do this with any of the other games, to be honest. I didn't even really try the 6th night, but I'll do this for just a little bit. But I am honestly so tired of playing this game. Give it like the moment this thing closes, and we're not going to get a break. There it goes. This is like easier than night 6. What is going on? This is at all 20. Also, I said I was going to play a little bit, and I've completely zoned out, and it's 2 a.m. Yay! Oh, I never noticed the little, like, marionette stand on top of the box. I have thoughts about this game. I have a lot of thoughts. Yes, this game is very easy. I was only confused for a little bit because nothing is really explained. But to be fair, if you mute the phone call, get jump scared, or win a night, then every subsequent phone call will be muted until you restart the game. So I definitely missed out on a lot of information. After a while, I genuinely got bored while playing, because it's literally just waiting and hitting one button, so it doesn't take long for you to start to notice things. Like, the fan shifts slightly whenever you use the door lights. Also, when the animatronics enter the office, they're the withered counterparts, even though they're the original versions on the cameras. And Bonnie has his face back. The hardest animatronic was the marionette, literally just because she only appears on the monitors and makes a completely different sound in the room. Yeah, next time I do this, it'll be with more interesting games. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video to the end. I really enjoyed making this, and I want to make more content surrounding FNaF fan games, because I think it's a really interesting place. Let me know if you want to see more. I also want to get more into streaming, and I'll be doing so either on Twitch or here on YouTube. I'd love to see you there. I have other videos that are completely different from this format, but you may still enjoy some of them. Also, huge thanks to the developers for making and archiving these games. Links to them will be in the description. Thank you for watching, and I hope you come back for more.